I'm Ariana Hollers, and the book that I read was Out of the Dust by Karen Hesse. The reasons that I chose this book was because it looked interesting to me, and I was in need of a historical fiction book. A brief summary is Billie Jo is the protagonist of the story. She is a 14-year-old girl who lives in the Oklahoma Panhandle during the Dust Bowl that swept across the Great Plains. She's kind of the narrator of the story, and she tells about her life and her family and what was all going on during the Dust Bowl and how there was dust all over their house and everything. And later on in the book, after a tragic accident, she tells about her problems with like her hands and everything because they were badly burned from the accident. And it's set in the book, it's set from the winter of 1934 to the fall of 1935. What I enjoyed most was that it had a heartfelt plot, which she and her family were going through a really tough time with the dust and everything. This was also during the Great Depression, so getting water and getting food was really hard. Her father was a farmer, so growing crops during this time was extremely hard and difficult and everything. And it had a very detailed setting. She talked about how in the panhandle that she was in, and she talked about how there was dust everywhere, and she told everything about how it was with everyone. I found that the narrator and voice was interesting because it was told in her perspective, and this is how I prefer books that way, how it's told from their perspective. What I didn't enjoy though was her interactions with her father, because personally I have a really close relationship with my father, and her father didn't have a very close relationship because after the accident they had lost so much from their family. She lost her mother and her baby brother. I like this book because it gave me a glimpse of what it was like to be in the Great Depression and in the Dust Bowl. I have never really thought about researching this type of thing, this historical event, but this book kind of made me more interested in doing that. And also, I like that I can relate to Billie Jo because she loves apples. It talks about that a lot. In conclusion, I would recommend this book to people of any age, really, because it is a good book. It's not very graphic, and it's a good book to tell about the Dust Bowl and a major historical event that happened to this country, and it gives you an idea of what life was like then.